Dracula. I can finally take those things off, and this off. Just an FYI, I wanted to do a lot more with the teeth, but I couldn't say shit while they were in my mouth. They were fucking uncomfortable, and I couldn't get a word out. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Smiley, and today I'm very, very excited to be talking with you guys about the Netflix BBC series, Dracula! This show was written and created by Moffat and Mark Gatiss, and you might know them from a little show called Sherlock, which, if you haven't seen Sherlock, go fucking watch Sherlock! And Moffat also ran Doctor Who for the Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi years. And now they have come to Dracula, and Dracula, if you guys don't know, is one of my favorite horror characters of all time. Like, I love the charisma, the rules of the vampire, everything about it, the lore, it's all so cool and so fun. And first and foremost, they had a lot of fun making this series. It was a real joy to watch. I heard a lot of people saying it was scary, but I really disagree with that because every time it almost got scary, they just made it funny in a way. And that might sound bad, but it's actually really good, especially for the tone they were going for in this series. They just absolutely nailed it. Clay Spang, or Klaus Spang, or I have no idea how to pronounce his fucking name. He plays Dracula, and he does it fucking beautifully. He brings such style and charisma to this role, and just an energy that I don't think can ever be matched. The minute I saw his character first pop up on screen in his full glory, I had two thoughts, and the first one was, I need to see him play the Doctor, and the second one was, I need to see him play James Bond. So if I can get him either playing James Bond or the Doctor sometime in the next decade, I will feel like my life was worth it. And yeah, like I said, he just brings this phenomenal energy, this really fun vibe. He can deliver a funny line and it'll sound menacing, or a menacing line and it'll also sound funny. That's a very hard thing to do as an actor, and he absolutely fucking nails it in every single scene. He brings joy and destruction to wherever he goes. I really don't want to get too much into spoilers, so I'll just tell you that Dolly Wells plays a nun of sorts, and she is absolutely brilliant. She really does a phenomenal job, and she also brings her own kind of fun energy to this. She also has really good fun lines, really good menacing lines, and overall she just did a really great job. I also think that the visual nods in this show are brilliant. Like, there are visual nods to every iteration of Dracula, even all the way back to like the 1930s black and white film, and without interfering in the story, and I really enjoyed that. I like seeing that they understand where this character comes from, but at the same time they're not afraid to take it in their own completely unique direction. And I know that's what lost a lot of people in episode 3. I heard a lot of bad reviews about episode 3, but personally, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I love the character of Dracula, but I'm not so attached to him that I can't handle some changes to his lore. And I thought what they did was absolutely brilliant with this character. And so overall, I really enjoyed it. There's not a whole lot I can tell you without going into spoiler territory. But hey, it's only 3 episodes, hour and a half apiece, so you guys should definitely check it out. If you guys have Netflix, I know in the US at least it's on there. I don't know about the UK and the EU because I know it aired on the BBC. So I have absolutely no idea how to get it there. Maybe it's on Netflix in the EU, or, you know, you could just use a VPN and work your way all around all that. But hey, I didn't tell you to do that. And so without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and give Dracula an incredible 9 out of 10. 9 out of fucking 10. It is an incredible series, and I was leaning a little bit more towards an 8 until about my 3rd rewatch just the other day, because I've been rewatching this show like mad. And I gotta say, you know, even with the hate that episode 3 received, I don't want to call it hate, more like dislike, because hate's a strong word. But even with the shade that was being thrown at episode 3, I still really enjoyed it. I enjoyed this entire 3-episode series, and I highly recommend that you guys check it out too if you have not yet. So guys, leave a like on this video if you liked it, leave a dislike if you didn't like it, leave me a comment down below letting me know what your favorite vampire movie is. No fucking Twilight. I swear to God, if I see any Twilight comments down there, I will ban you from the channel. Well, ban you from... I'm kidding. I'm making a joke. But please, for real, no fucking Twilight, please. My brain cannot fucking do that. And if you've seen the Netflix BBC series Dracula, please let me know what you thought of it, also in your comment down there. And as always, I hope you guys have an amazing week. Keep it kosher. Peace.